appearances. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
There's only one Deontay Wilder.
Boxingwiz.com.
I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to be the best.
Boxingwiz.com. To be one champion, one face, one name. His name's Deontay Wilder. Boxingwiz.com.
This is the fight that I've been wanting to get done for the longest time.
110%. There's no doubt in my mind that fight will happen. There's no doubt in my mind I'll beat Wilder as well.
I'm scaring heavyweights each and every time. Don't you see it? You know, I am the most feared. And if I'm not, then I want somebody to shut me up. I want somebody to prove that to me. I want to be proven wrong. But for right now, I don't feel like nobody's gonna prove me wrong. Who has the guts?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Damn, it's our third one. We out here working. Deontay Wilder in the news again. And this time, he says something that may rub people the wrong way. Is he correct in his assumption that he can possibly be a Hall of Famer right now? Is he correct in calling himself the king of the division for, I don't know, maybe foreseeing his future? Or does he feel he's the king right now? And I quote, "I never get credit for anything I do. I'm a king. I'm the champ. I'm the baddest man on the planet. I'm a Hall of Famer right now. After all that I've done, no one has done what I've done. I'm the hardest hitting fighter in the whole sport, period. I'm just blessed with the gift of power." So, I don't know. This is what we're talking about. Is he a Hall of Famer? True? False? I mean, it's hard, but we're going to debate it. Let's go on out to Indiana. Across the bows.
Dazn Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Boxingwiz.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. He stayed out my first seven. A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
Boxingwiz.com.
Yo, welcome back to another edition of Boxing Voice, and big up to everybody out there in the TBV universe. Back with another one. And yeah, Deontay Wilder came out and said some things that could raise some eyebrows, have some question marks behind it. But is he a Hall of Famer? I would say yes. Yes. He didn't say first ballot Hall of Famer. He said right now, I am a Hall of Famer. And I believe that he is. Anytime you see guys like, I don't know, what's his name? Adrian. What's the name?
Rocky.
Rocky's in the Hall of Fame, isn't he?
Sylvester Stallone.
How many pro fights did Rocky have?
0.
Oh, Arturo Gatti. Was he ever a world champion?
I mean, maybe. I'm not 100% sure though, really, but maybe.
And with that being said, let's go and start the
he had some legendary fights with Gotti and Ward. Right?
Gotti and Ward, two mediocre to fight.
No, listen, you ain't the first man to say that. But the way boxing works, maybe a sanctioning body put a belt on the line for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he had a little WBC diamond belt on the line back in the day for that shit, because it was one of those fights that was like, you know, bomb burners. So I don't know. Yo, I mean, look, what everybody's going to run to is they're going to say, How is he a first? How is he a Hall of Famer with just one marquee win? So how do you defend that? Like, does he have more than one marquee win?
I just defended it, my nigga. They
Oh,
got people in the
just
Hall of Fame. They got people in the Hall of Fame that shouldn't even be in the Hall. I'm doing some research on Gotti right now to see if he ever fought for a title.
no.
He
I
probably
mean, I
did.
think that the
He
better
fought
thing,
for.
the better
Go ahead, I'm
thing
sorry.
might be the better thing might be to do the research on what category Sylvester Stallone is in, though, Mike. He might be in some other, boxing Hall of Fame actors division or some shit, right? I don't know if it even works that way. I've never, ever, ever put too much into Hall of Fame outside of, hearing or reading the articles of the people that have been inducted or have been, nominated. Like I just seen Bernard and Marquez and those guys are being nominated, which is I scratched my head a little bit. I was like, damn, I thought you had to be inactive for 5 years. So maybe Marquez, and then I'm not counting. I don't have box rec, but I thought B-Hop just fought not too long ago. If 5 years pass, damn, shit is flying out here.
Of this generation's heavyweights, man, he has 9 title defenses, been champion 5 years. He didn't lose his titles due to things outside of the ring, like somebody we know. He didn't lose his title due to things inside of the ring. When we look back on this era, right now, I mean, you got to look at it and see that he is the man in the division. He didn't go with straight. He didn't take off 2 years. He didn't have question marks about him failing drug tests, failing PED test. None of that. He didn't get knocked out by a guy who was a 20 or 40 to 1 underdog. No, he didn't do that. So looking back right now, man, if I had to say pick one Hall of Famer from this heavyweight class right now, y'all know who I'm riding with.
So for you, you're interpreting it that he means when his career is over, he's sure he'll get into the Hall of Fame. That's how you're interpreting it?
I'm interpreting it like no. I'm interpreting it just like how I said. Like I'm looking at this generation, like you always say, look at this generation, our generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at that and looking like who is going to be the guy that goes down as the most memorable guy? Is it Tyson Fury, a guy who had a lot of questionable things outside the ring? Is it Anthony Joshua, a guy who, like, Wilder being champion since those guys won and lost their belts? You know what I'm saying? Like, Fury won his belt, lost his belt, Wilder still champion. AJ won his belt, lost his belt, Wilder still champion. Joseph Parker won his belt, lost his belt, Wilder still champion. That's all I'm saying. Like, looking back on this generation, like 9 title defenses, 40 knockouts, and he's doing everything we want. Like, he's our generation's. I hate saying this because I know them guys don't really like each other, but he's our generation's Mike Tyson. Like, he's the boogeyman. He's the scary guy. He's the guy that when he touches you, you go to fucking sleep. You said
the scary cat, but I know I shouldn't have stopped you. You was on the roll.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. The scary guy that when he touches you, man, you go to sleep.
Mike, man, you're getting good at this. You're making a very good case. I mean, let's see what the chat is saying. Gotti was a champion, says no.
At 140. IBF champion. But let me ask y'all a question based on Gotti's career. Like, damn, I wish you knew more about Gotti, because I want to know, like, outside of those war fights and outside of that like who he beat for the championship, what was he really known for?
Bruh, you couldn't tell me. He was before my generation, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I lived through some of his fights and watched the Floyd fight, watched the Gotti Ward's fights, but, like, I wasn't educated on the sport to know the ins and outs, man, and that's what's important. Back then, think about it. Back then, Kathy Duva wasn't as big as she is because her husband was alive, and Duva was killing shit out here, you know? He was.
I didn't even know that.
Exactly.
I thought she inherited it or something, like from her family or something.
So she probably did inherit it from him.
I didn't know she.
I don't know I don't know the backstory. All I know is that is either Lou Duva or Duva. He was, the husband, and he has ties to a lot of heavyweight fights, a lot of shit that took place on HBO. Just like Lou, man. People get at Lou. Oh, Lou's a flunky for Al. But Lou was Espinoza, all right? Why don't we stop right now to give Lou some clout and applaud? Could you see Espinoza turning promoter and come to the heights of, promoting a Wilder, promoting a Thurman Garcia in the Barclays, filling it to 16,000? Like, what Lou has done is impressive. He's a show, HBO executive. That's what he was. That's where he started at. He was putting fights on, So, people just they like to disgrade everybody, discredit everything everyone does without even knowing their backstory. But again, man, you're getting good. I think that I was going to use that was my ammunition, the 9 title defenses, because this one fight versus Luis Ortiz will already have him breaking history. He'll be breaking Mike Tyson's 9 title defenses in the heavyweight division. I'm sure there's others out there in other divisions, but we're talking heavyweight division, and that's a iconic heavyweight in Mike. So that could be a record he could break that they can now get introduced every time. The only man in the heavyweight division to successfully defend his title 10 times, succeeding the previous champion, Mike Tyson. But go ahead, Mike.
I want to get back to somebody in the comments said because he ABS one Mike because he doesn't fight anyone. Come on, let's go down memory lane right quick. Was Wilder not about to get on a plane and go to Russia and fight Alexander Povetkin before AJ, before anybody was?
He actually got on a plane and went to the UK to get acclimated to the Russian time zone. So he was going to take 2 planes. He had already took one.
But what happened?
I believe Alexander Povetkin tested positive for what, a second time?
2 times. And then Wilder fought Ortiz, right? But didn't Eddie sign Ortiz to a 3-fight deal and kept him away from AJ? And matter of fact, didn't even give him a third fight?
Well, I mean, some could say he looked lackluster.
But he went out and got a Malik Scott. Like, that's not going to be an action fight.
I mean,
anybody who's seen Malik Scott fight, no.
He also got him Dave Allen before Allen got as good as he got.
Dave Allen got stopped.
It took long.
Dave Allen tough. We seen Dave Allen. He don't really get stopped, man. I seen Yoka beat this.
It was the 7th round knockout of an 8-round fight.
All right. And then Joseph Parker was down in Alabama, right?
Joseph Parker, yes.
Went to a Deontay Wilder fight. Deontay Wilder damn near took Jared Washington's head off.
But Mike, check this out. I'm not trying to stop your role because you on one. But Hall of Fame works like this. Wilder retires. 5 years later, he gets inducted. He could be nominated before, obviously, like we're just talking about B-Hop. But after 5 years of inactivity, he gets inducted. 5 years from his retirement, which I don't think is this year nor next year. So, 5 years from whenever he retires, who the fuck is going to remember that Povetkin tested positive, that Warchick tested positive, that Washington was a late replacement, that Areola was a late replacement, that he fell on his motorcycle and he had a torn bicep, or that he broke a hand in this fight or that fight? Bro, it don't work that way, because guess what? What do you remember about Mike Tyson outside of fucking him losing to Buster, losing to Lennox, going to prison? Like, let's be real. What's the name of the dude he won the belt from?
Spinks.
Oh, damn, Mike, you always right. Fucking guy right here. Can't never get him with one. But all right, not everybody remembers like you. And all I'm saying is people forget, man. If it ain't important, they forget. And believe me, those little things about, this got tested, or this happened, or he didn't take this deal, or he accepted the flat fee. Believe me, the flat fee will be forgotten. The $50 million offer will be forgotten when it's all said and done. It's what you do. What's on BoxRec, man. That's what matters.
Oh, fucking Herbert. It wasn't Spinks. My bad. But check this out. If 5 years from now, if he retires, is he a first ballot right now? I would say no, he's not a first ballot. But will he get in the Hall of Fame eventually? Yes, he would. Yes, he will.
I know they're going to hate me for this, but I think he is a first ballot just based off what he said. There isn't anyone like him. So it's going to be hard to ignore him. His peers will induct him. All the fighters you talk to every writer you talk, like everyone understands and believes he has freakish power, something they've never seen in all of boxing. So I think unless he gets an upset loss that can spiral his career downward, I don't see him not getting in, bro. And
And
and with the schedule that he has,
thank you,
it's
thank you.
it's just impossible. Like, even if he lost to Fury in the next fight, who's not picking him to beat AJ? Styles make fights. Fury could just be not the style suited for Wilder, but that don't mean AJ ain't. That don't mean Povetkin ain't, and Chisora and Parker. Do y'all still believe those dudes would beat Wilder even if he lost to Fury? Come on. Like, how is he not getting in the Hall of Fame? And I guess him saying I'm a Hall of Famer right now is the problem for people, because right now your resume ain't there.
And I
But
really
he still got some accolades, man. He's still the first American heavyweight champ in how long? He's still the dude that's about to break Mike Tyson's record. You know, he's making his mark. Believe me, he's making his mark. And Mike makes a very good case. When you got guys like Sylvester Stallone, and I'm sure you could go through the Hall of Fame and name others that we don't know that got in, I can't see him not getting in.
and when you look at the heavyweight landscape, you got to realize the money is getting bigger. These guys are going to be more enticed to fight each other. So I feel like we're going to get that Dylan White fight. We're going to get that Big Baby fight. We're going to get the Fury and the Joshuas and the Ortizes and the Parkers. We're going to get all those, because those guys can't just stay over there and keep on waiting in line and try to fight AJ. It's a long or even Ruiz win, come back and fight Ruiz. It's so many options coming down the home stretch of the latter half of Wilder's and the Whites and AJ's careers. Like, I really think in the next 4 to 5 years, all those guys are going to start really, really mixing in with each other, and we're going to start getting bigger and bigger fights. And if Wilder comes out on top, let me rephrase that. When Wilder comes out on top, the dust settled, you guys can't say he's not going to be a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah, man. Some are gonna hate it, but we'll see what happens when it comes down. And I mean, look, man, it is what it is. We're reporting on what Wilder said. Some are gonna, to Hall of Fame time and being inducted. We're gonna go out to these callers.
Last question, real quick. How much does popularity, in your opinion, have to do with getting you in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know, man. I think it's achievements. I don't know if it's popularity. I'm sure at this point in this day and age they are factoring it in, but I don't know how much of it is popularity.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get to our sponsors, and we'll get some callers. Remember, call us on Skype. Blog Talk is down today, so sorry.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
NO, talk to us.
Yeah, dog. I mean, Wilder done checked every box except only thing he got to do now is just fight the fight that's coming up. And like you said, I agree with this shit. Win, lose, or draw, he in the Hall of Fame. All he got to do is just fight the fights. He can beat Ortiz, beat Joshua, lose after that, win again after that, lose. Now he in that motherfucker. All he got to do is fight the fight. So it really. Ain't really nothing nobody can say. That's, you know what I'm saying? He done did everything else. He got the record. You know what I'm saying? He got the title defenses. And then if he lose and get the belt back, 2-time champ. You know what I'm saying? So you tell me a way he not gonna be in the Hall of Fame. I think he gonna get his gold jacket. Soon as he retire, he gonna get his gold jacket, dog. I mean, the shit ain't really nothing to talk about.
All right, let me get to Texas. Supermax in the building.
BoxingWords.com.
Poloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingWords.com.
What's good? Good morning, fellas. Mike, how you doing? Ness, how you doing?
What up, champ?
What up, big dog?
I can't call it, man. Beautiful weather here in Texas. It's finally not hot as shit. But I agree with Ness, man. Honestly, I think Wilder's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And because I feel like popularity does have a lot to do with it, he's going to be somebody you remember. Obviously, if he gets these fights with AJ and Fury done especially, there's no doubt. But I think when it's all said and done, I think Wilder, even right now, would probably be first ballot. Consecutive title defenses, the first American heavyweight champion in almost 10 years. And he just, he's got a Tyson-like aura when it comes to the
I know you was on the road too, but I wouldn't be Ness if I don't cut people off. Can you see an American that's up and coming that has the potential to get 10 title defenses?
In heavyweight or any division?
Well, let's do heavyweight first. And if you're fucking that gifted, if your knowledge is that deep that you can pick someone, then we're going to have to say all divisions, right? Or not all, but welterweight, I guess. Because I don't even see, could anybody here see Earl getting 10 title defenses?
No way, dude. Not Earl nor Bud could get 10. Nobody at heavyweight. Shit, that's, it's tough to see. Maybe, maybe like a guy like Andre, if he could get a legit shot, I could see him pulling off 10 defenses, maybe. If Ward was still around, maybe. But yeah, no, it's hard to see, and that's what makes Wilder who he is.
So what about the fact that his detractors are saying Wilder has no Hall of Fame wins on his resume? But
you can only fight who's there.
Not only that though, I believe even if he takes a loss, those other fights will be there. The Parkers, Chisoras, AJs. Fucking who else? Philip Hargrovics, the F.A. Ajagbas, Daniel Dubois.
The only person I give a legit shot right now to beat Wilder would be maybe Fury. He's the only one that, stylistically could give Wilder fits. I don't see AJ beating him. I don't see any of those guys withstanding that power and having the boxing skill to keep him off the way Fury did. And we don't even know if Fury can come back and do that. Traditionally, the boxer comes back and does better, but Wilder's not a traditional guy. He's a once-in-a-lifetime guy, so that's the only guy right now that I see that could possibly beat him. Other than that, I don't see anybody else in the division that I would favor over Wilder.
Well, all right, champ. Mike, you want to get to any more comments, or are we wrapping this one up?
Man, we can wrap it up, man. Goddamn it, UK motherfuckers, boy.
What? I mean, listen, we gotta report both sides of the street. I mean, what are there no comments valid? Or are they all just real mean and shit?
Nah, man.
UK boys know we coming, Ness. We coming sometime in 2020.
Nah, we coming, nigga, February, man. Just gonna get ready, man. Hope your boy I ready, man. That's all I got to say. But pretty much, man. Look, I know people say he's avoid of the big win on his resume. And that's why I said, like Joseph said, like, man, it's coming down the line. Like, all these guys are going to start fighting each other. And I believe that big win that you guys so desperately want and so desperately are afraid of is going to happen.
For sure, man. Well, all right, man. Let's wrap it up. Ness GTO. What up, champ? Oh, Boomerang. My bad, champ. My bad.
Look, Triple G got he got over 10 defenses, dude.
That nigga had like 19, right? Shit, Triple G had a lot of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, he was going for the he was going for the B-Hop resume record.
Yeah, but how long he had the real belt, dude? Like when he had a couple of defenses with the that was the regular tide. It was
that's what B-Hop said. That's what B-Hop said. Yep.
So I don't know how you want to look at that, bro. But Triple G, dog. Triple G said he a Hall of Famer right now.
Hey, I know. Could you answer that question though? You could see another American heavyweight on the come up, getting 10 title defenses. Michael Hunter's an American heavyweight.
That's a lot of longevity. And that's who gonna stay healthy. You gotta think about it. You gotta get the title, right? You gotta fight your way up to get the title. Then you gotta defend that motherfucker 10 times. That's hard, dog. That's hard,
You
dog.
got cuts,
And
you
you
got
gotta stay healthy.
injuries. Yep.
And you gotta stay healthy.
And
Man, that's not made for everybody. And that's I don't see it, bro. I don't see it.
to me, that points out
Not soon.
the respect that people have for his power. They're not just going in all reckless.
Right. You gotta look at Tank Davis, like, you heard me? All right. He not like he'll get the belt. He not gonna really fight nobody, dog. Then he gonna jump up to the next weight class. All that setting yourself back, you know. I don't see nobody who young that's an American fighter, period, that's gonna be able to get no fucking 10 defenses, dog. I don't see it, bro. So you gotta
I don't
get
know,
wild.
man. I don't know about that. I don't know about
Who
that.
you see? Who you see, Mike?
If Devin Haney can go up to 140 and like stick there for a little while, or
He gonna
147,
stay there for 10 fights, though. He gonna
exactly. That's what I was getting to. If one of these fighters can stay in a division and get a title, like Jerron Ennis maybe, or Shakur Stevenson, I think they could possibly pull off 10 title defenses.
All right, well, look, I got another question. How we basing this shit? We basing this shit off of, all right, you at 130. You got whatever title defenses. Then you go to the next weight class.
No. Got to be consecutive. Got to be consecutive.
I don't see nobody doing that shit, dog. I don't see nobody doing that shit. If y'all see somebody else, if y'all can think of something else, let me know. I don't see it. That's my call, little man. Y'all can wrap it up.
All right, big dog. We got one more call on this before we do. Checkmate boxing, man. Talk to me.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Loud and clear.
All right, cool. What's up, fellas? Yeah, I actually, of course, I kind of slap people around with this on the Twitter because basically I do think he's a Hall of Famer. Right now, if you look at the CompuBox stats, Wilder is number one among all active fighters in total connect percentage, power punch connect, and jab connect percentage. Okay, this is a heavyweight. This is never done. The fact that he got the 40, he got the 40-40 club. He's invented the 40 club. There's never been a fighter in their first 42 fights with 40 knockouts and 41 wins. That's never happened. Of course, with the 9 consecutive defenses, of course, that he's tied right now with Mike Tyson, Ali, and a few others. And then, of course, with the next one, he'll jump to number 4 and he'll continue to, climb up that ladder. So we look at errors. We can't judge what happened with Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali. He has to master what is in front of him today. And people have to recognize what that is in front of him today. And when it comes to heavyweights, we know he's got that Thor, the hammer of Thor power punch, and he has to be recognized for maximizing his gifts. People want him to be this traditional boxer. That's not his style. He maximizes what he does. And every single man he's ever faced has been either knocked down or knocked out. Never in the history of boxing have we witnessed that. So he's already had statistical categories that's already warrant him being Hall of Famer. Whether you did detractors or whatever the case may be, he's warranted. You know what I mean? We want him to see more. We want him to have that Hall of Fame win. But what the fuck does Loma got? Nothing. He has no great wins, nothing, but people call him pound for pound. If he retired today with 14-1 and 10 KO, they'll want to put him in the Hall of Fame.
But Loma has the unifications and stuff, bro.
Whoa. Mikey Garcia, Mikey Garcia has been unified, has been 4 divisions. Leo Santa Cruz has been 3 division champ.
Yeah, but none of those guys did it in 13 fights, bro. Why you keep trying to ignore that?
Nigga, you set on this. Nigga, you killed me yesterday about his unifications. Come on, man.
No, I know. I know, Mike, but remember, hold on, Checkmate. You getting hella time. Mike, remember, my criteria doesn't mean the Hall of Fame, but at the Hall of Fame, they're going to look at it the same way they're going to look at Crawford resume. The nigga unified, man.
They're not going to look back and see who you did against you, right?
Okay, you ready for this? Let me go ahead Okay, so first of all, how the hell is a 1-0 fighter going to get sanctioned and stuff for the fight for a vacant belt when this sanctioning body's supposed to have people in line in order and number one, two supposed to get that? How the hell is a 1-1 fighter going to again fight for a vacant title? It's come on, we know Mob Bob and these people getting these opportunities that they don't give every.
Bruh, the same way Anthony Joshua fought for a vacant title, bruh. It happens. If you got clout, you got clout. Stop hating.
How the fuck am I hating? How do you get clout when you 1-1 and you get 2 title shots after you lost? And you fighting against a person who had lost against a person who had 12 losses. Come on, man.
Bruh, clout. What he did in the amateurs, the 2 gold medals. Stop hating.
I don't give a shit. They could have won 25 gold medals in the amateurs. That don't mean nothing in the pros.
It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing, but it meant everything.
You the nigga that don't bring up amateurs.
Hold on.
You the nigga that say don't bring up amateurs, Ness.
Listen,
Come on,
Mike, listen to me.
Listen, man.
Checkmate. Checkmate. Hold on, man. Oh, man, my man wildin'. Mike, listen. It don't mean nothing in a fight. Where it means something at is your contract, player. It's your contract. And if you, listen to me, don't make that face, because remember, if Wilder would have been gold, he wouldn't have went 40-0. Like, he would, not that he would have took loss. What I'm saying is his career wouldn't have took that long, bruh. He developed as a pro. When you are Andre Ward and you go gold at 16-0, nigga, they throwing you in the Wolves versus Carl Froch's and Arthur Abrahams, Jermaine Taylor's, Mikhail Kessler's, champions in that division, dudes that we could talk about have had multiple title defenses. You know what I'm saying? So it is different. The gold medal is your pedigree. It is what caliber you are. And it gives you that contract. Gives you that A-side status. Gets you that treatment. And that's what I'm saying. Look, Wilder didn't get the unification because he ain't had the gold medal. He ain't had the good contract. He had to build his. And when he got where he got, then they start investing in him. But AJ had the gold medal. He had the contract, my man, at 15-0. They got him a title shot because they seen he's the market. It's different. It's different, bro. Like, Bob Arum seen it. Yo, Zeus Shimon, he says now in interviews, Zeus Shimon couldn't fight for shit. But he signed them because he won them 3 gold medals, and he went to China and got all the money out the Venetian he could, and did fights in Macau, and took Pacquiao to Macau, and Vargas and Brandon Rios, and opened up a market, man. Like, y'all got to start thinking bigger for real. It just works that way, man. Like, a gold medal means something, bro. Yeah, he can't discredit Lomachenko. Lomachenko did what he did for who he fought in 13 fights. In 13 fights, nigga, Wilder got 41 and still ain't fight the level of opposition that Lomachenko fought. We're Wilder's former champion in Nicholas Walters. Where's his former champion in Jason Sosa? Where's his former champion in Linares? Where's his former champion in Orlando Salido? Where's his former champion in Gary Russell? Like, stop it, man. Get the fuck out of here. My man gonna get there because these motherfuckers can't beat him. That's why they ain't fighting him. But don't discredit someone else to put Wilder in the Hall of Fame. Like, he is going to get there. Go ahead.
Will be in a Hall of Fame. None of those people that you ever mentioned will be considered a Hall of Fame. Only time you ever bring up those fighters is, they lost to Loma.
Nobody talks
about Linares.
Listen to me. I guarantee you Linares gets inducted. Nominated. I don't know if he'll get inducted. I guarantee you he is inducted. He is nominated. Think about how many times champion he's been. And he unified once. Man, get your ass out of here. Stop it.
Leon Spinks was champion.
And?
Charles Martin was champion.
And what you telling me? What you telling me? Spinks ain't in the Hall of Fame, Mike? Google that shit. This guy's bugging, man. No more talk for you. You ain't got no boomerang. Get out of here with your whack ass. Get some facts. You want to be on this long. He just throwing out crazy shit. How you going to name a legendary name like Michael Spink? He ain't in the Hall of Fame, Mike? The fuck? How the fuck
he said
not
Leon? He said Leon Spink. I don't know. I ain't never heard a nigga named Leon Spinks.
What? Man, you better Google that shit. Leon sound familiar to me.
Leon Spink, Boxing Hall of Fame. Leon and Michael confirmed for a Hall of Fame weekend.
Thank you. Oh no, that's just visiting, Mike. Damn.
Oh, my bad.
I think that's just visiting. You know, like they gonna be there for Canastota. But I'm just saying, man. I don't know, bro. Whatever. It is what it is, man. Y'all come to your own conclusion.
Ah, come on, man. This nigga had his career ended due to injury, my nigga.
Who, Leon Spinks?
Yeah, he ain't like.
Yo, I'm telling you, checkmate just trying to win. These dudes rather try to win than keep it real. How you gonna shit on Loma, bro? Ain't no other fight out here. Not even I was on Rigo fucking. I was team Rigo. I was team Rigo before Rigo got the Loma fight. I'm talking about fresh off the market. My man was fighting the likes of Tion Kennedy and man, let me Google Loma's record, bro.
Oh wow, this nigga Leon Spinks had 7 fights and beat Muhammad Ali.
I'm trying to tell you, this dude crazy.
And won a title. He better be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm telling you, but that was probably old Ali. But I know I remember that name, man. He wildin'. What I was talking about? I was talking about somebody's record. Who the fuck I just said? Damn it. Brain fart.
I don't even know.
Oh, you ignored me.
I'm looking at the 7-0 nigga when he beat Tyson. Like he was 7-0 when he beat Tyson. Man, that's impressive.
That's what I'm saying. My man throwing out names like Dane in the Hall of Fame is what I'm saying. People, you gonna get in there, man. You gonna get in there. Believe me. I've been doing this since 2010.
Oh.
No, I started the show like 12. So I'm telling you, man. I've seen people like I was there. Like I witnessed Sylvester Stallone get inducted. We did shows on people being like, yo, man, how you going? You know what I'm saying? But I still defend them like, nigga, it's Rocky. People got out of bed in the morning and went running miles. People became fighters because of Rocky. They didn't become fighters because of Tyson. I'm not saying they didn't become fighters because of Tyson. What I'm saying is some people just had the movie, man. Like, come on, Mike, you gonna tell me you ain't watch Bloodsport and start throwing kicks at your siblings?
Nah, bro.
You ain't watch Van Damme, bro? You wilding right now, man. I'm done with you right now.
Oh yeah, we watched Van Damme, and I'm not about to kick my siblings, nigga.
I mean, y'all ain't play. Come on, man. I ain't want to act all proper. Who
My
the
little
fuck
brother
ain't
was
play
nigga,
fight with their brothers and sisters?
My little brother was too young, and my sister was a girl. I beat my sister up.
Oh wow.
But that's like saying niggas like Mike, Eric Bud, and Juwanna Mann gonna get in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
You know. What's another stat that he probably got is the rounds of knockouts, right? Like all those things will be history in the future. Like it's gonna be like, oh, the only heavyweight to ever knock out 70% of his fighters within the first half or the first quarter. Like all that shit gets recorded, man. Believe me, man. Guinness World Book Records, all that shit exists for a reason. Hall of Fame exists for a reason. Hall of Fame don't make money if they don't induct people, man. Let's just be real. Come on, how that shit work? Let's be real.
True.
But I'm out, man. That's GTO.
You got a dude named Tony Montana, man.
Oh,
Tony Montana, you got something to say? If not, we're about to bounce out on you.
I don't even see a Tony Montana, bruh. It's not on this call.
All right, I guess he gone.
There's only 4 people on this call, and that's us. All right, we out. Do say.
Say.